Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be providing a long-term market update for Vechain, which has broken back above the 20-week simple moving average. And this is a huge move. The 20-week average is the blue line on the chart, currently sitting at 2.1 cents. And what makes this move very significant is the fact that this was previously a strong level of resistance. In fact, we had a rejection off this level right here in March of 2022, another rejection in August of 2022, and then lastly September as well as October, the final leg up before that FTX crash. So we saw 4 rejections off this moving average, and the fact that we have broken back above that is very significant. This is the first sustainable move above the 20-week average since all the way back here in October of 2021, nearing that all-time high for Bitcoin. So that represents a fairly big move and a lot of things changing here on the weekly structure as far as where the momentum lies with Vechain. And that's also come off the back of breaking back above this level right around 2.2 cents. So that's very huge. We saw the 2.2 cent level act as resistance back here in August of 2020. That was a major local high, where from this point Vechain actually corrected over the next 13 weeks or so by about 60%. So we know that was a strong level of resistance. That was the support and the range lows all throughout this summer range. We saw that act as support on multiple occasions, just holding this level on the weekly candles. And when we did get that breakdown, we did discuss how this was a pretty bearish sign because we had basically this floor of support, and when that support gave, we looked to a continuation of this bear trend. But when Vechain was able to break back above it, it really just confirmed this as a fake out. We didn't see much continuation to the downside, but rather we just broke right back above it. Bears were unable to flip this level into resistance, so that represented a pretty bullish sign, and that's got confluence with the break back above the 20-week average, which, by the way, is starting to slope back up here. So in general, there are a lot of positive and a lot of bullish signs on this chart. And again, that really just does give us an idea that the momentum has shifted. We got that trend working in our favor to the upside, and most likely we do have a longer term bottom in place right here around 1.5 cents. With the Vechain Bitcoin ratio, we've just got this range with the support at the range lows right around 94 Satoshis, and then the resistance at the range highs right around 135 Satoshis. You could look to this pattern as, say, a double bottom where we retested that first level in the summer of 2022, and then we just got that second retest in December. So we could potentially have this double bottoming pattern, and that would be confirmed if we can get a breakout above the range, again around 135 Satoshis. So for example, if in the next few weeks Vechain does continue to outperform Bitcoin here, and it starts to flip that into support, this would be a very bullish long-term bottoming process where we would have this double bottom pattern. We would start to reverse this downtrend on the Bitcoin ratio, and you could see how quickly, you could start to have a move back up to some of these lower highs, like this one in March and April at 188 Satoshis, the next being the November one at 273 Satoshis, and then all the way up to the all-time highs. But of course, we're still below the resistance at the range highs, and this is going to be resistance until proven otherwise. So just watch out for that into the next few weeks. If we do continue to outperform Bitcoin here, there's a very likely chance we do see that retest. So pay attention to the 135 Satoshi level. If we were to say have a rejection, then I would just assume we're going to continue going sideways, continue to consolidate here. And just as an illustration, a few months out, if we do have that rejection, we could very well just have more accumulation going on until later on, eventually when Vechain is ready to get that breakout on the Vechain Bitcoin ratio. And I think there is an argument to be made for both cases. In this current stage of the market, we're having a lot of altcoins do very well because people are once again going further at that risk curve, and that risk appetite is starting to increase. So that would be the case where maybe we have a breakout sooner rather than later, and we do see that outperformance going here into the next few months. In either scenario, I definitely do think that we have concluded this longer term downtrend with these lower highs and lower lows, mainly because we have just started to see a definite change in the structure of this weekly chart. We're no longer forming those lower highs and lower lows every few weeks and every few months. Again, we're just consolidating, we're just going sideways. So we have definitely ended this downtrend. That doesn't mean that we have to go immediately to a new uptrend, but of course it's a lot more positive to see that we're no longer just having consistent underperformance with respect to Bitcoin, but rather we might be entering some sort of phase of accumulation here. So I hope you guys enjoy the content and the analysis. By the way, make sure to check out my Twitter page. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. As always, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.